everyone, welcome to Mystics of Taropy. I use tarot and oracle cards as healing therapy for myself and the collective. Today we are asking Spirit, who is your soulmate? So this is actually a part 2 to a reading that I did back in October, I believe. And we asked Spirit, when and where might you meet your soulmate? So you may have actually met your soulmate, but this particular reading is going to focus on a potential romantic soulmate and who they might be and their personality, their current energy potentially, and also what kind of connection you will have with them. So, you know, like I have said before, the topic of soulmates, and we could go even further into twin flames, is something that is, you know, I don't take very lightly. I actually believe that it's quite rare to meet your soulmate and have a long-standing connection with them. However, it is still something that I am learning about, and I am very keen to dive into this energy and understand the energies of having a soulmate, because this is something that this topic has been something that I've actually spoken to a lot of you about, especially when you contact me via email, and you know, we have a certain chats and you guys share your stories with me, and it is something that's really important to you. So this is why I wanted to do this reading, because you guys definitely believe in this. So thank you so much for reaching out and actually enlightening me on what it is like to have a soulmate and the journey that you have with soulmates and even soul connections. Other than that, I hope you guys are actually having a good week. This is another midweek reading for me. As you guys might know, I work 9 to 5 at my usual job, and I do my readings after, and I try not to leave them for the weekend, because I try to spend time with my family and friends over the weekend. And I hope you guys are having a good week as well. Yeah, so let's just dive into the piles. We have 3 crystals here today. Crystal number 1 is black obsidian. Crystal number 2 is Prehnite. And crystal number 3 is Aventurine. So please use your intuition as you pick a pile. You might be even attracted to more than one pile. It might suggest that you have more than one soulmate in your journey, and that's fine. So use your intuition as you pick your pile, and I will catch you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. This is for those of you that chose black obsidian as your pile. With black obsidian here, I just want to say that this is a very grounding crystal. It also cleanses negativity. It enhances spirit communication. Yeah, so a lot of thoughts and earth element connected to this crystal. So I get the sense that your soulmate might be a combination of earth and air. And your soulmate also might be someone who has actually had to go through a lot in life and work on themselves. This I feel very strongly, especially when it comes to their communication and how they are being viewed by the public. This is something that they've had to work on. And as I say this, I have like a very heavy heart as I started this reading. But also it's this feeling of, you know, I'm seeing the 10 of Wands, someone that's currently a little bit overwhelmed, but is, you know, at the verge of like letting things go and, you know, kind of showing the world the real them. That is what I'm feeling. It's a very liberating feeling as well. And I mean, I've seen the cards already as I laid them out. I did get the energy from these cards, but I was heavily getting that from the crystal itself. So I actually have more tarot on the side here, which I will lay out later on. Let's just discuss first with these oracle cards. To begin with, you have Senunos with life force. It says express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. Direction guardian, choose your path. Sage, be devoted and committed. You have the Three of Michael, which is the Three of Swords. Release the past, you will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Queen of Ariel, Queen of Earth. Mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. And the Eight of Raphael, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. You have the Love card, and then you have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse, and be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. And you also have all that glitters. I actually have got a lot of cards for this particular reading. I felt the need to pull a lot of cards as well. I mean, it is only, you can't, for me, like, you can't describe a person's personality in a few cards. I mean, there's so much to a person. So let's dive in. Also, I wanted to say before we get into the reading that if you hadn't watched the part 1 of how and when you will meet your soulmate, I would recommend you go watch that before you watch this, but whatever floats your boat, pile number 1. So, like I said before, I definitely get the feeling that currently your soulmate is choosing a new path in life. I feel like for the longest time they have actually worked on something in something that they thought they were passionate about, or maybe even a choice that they had to make because of family or their life circumstances. They made certain decisions. However, I do get the sense that they are kind of choosing to follow their true passion currently, and they are making those decisions at the moment. Your soulmate, I get a very sensitive, compassionate energy from your soulmate. Your soulmate might be someone that works in communications. I was also hearing IT, so anything to do with tech, a tech analyst, or just in general software development, or this person is very much able to, I don't even know how to say it, like tech lingo is something that they converse in very well, and they, I think, could be programming or whatever it is. Your soulmate is very knowledgeable in that way. They may not even do that as a career currently, and that is why their passion is to be able to build a software or something like that they've been working on the side, and they're now choosing to make those decisions and walk towards their passions. Your soulmate is someone that I feel has actually had heartbreak when it comes to love. This release the past, you will grow from this situation, makes me feel that they have been in connections where they were overlooked, or even some of them had been called codependent. This is because I think your soulmate has this energy of putting, how do I explain? This is like laying all your eggs in one basket, like they're all in. And now I understand what codependent energy could be, and this could potentially have happened in the past, but I feel like your soulmate has sort of grown from this situation, and they understand how their actions may project that sort of energy towards their partner. However, I don't think they were being entirely codependent as well. I feel like they've had to deal with people in the past who weren't as caring as them, didn't put in the same amount of effort. I feel like there was a lot of imbalance in their relationships before. They've also been with people, I feel, who are quite materialistic, and were after, things that your soulmate didn't consider invaluable in their life. Sorry, didn't consider valuable in their life. So I think your soulmate is looking for someone that is quite practical, mature, generous, and happy. A person who is able to make something out of what they have. Be happy with what you have. First of all, be grateful for what you have, and even if it's a little, to make something out of it. That is what your soulmate is looking for, especially in a connection as well. I do get a sense that your soulmate has a lot of growing to do, and maybe a part of this growth happens when they meet you. So I don't think your soulmate is going to be completely financially stable, or even emotionally stable for that matter. I feel like in the course of your connection, there will be some growth from your soulmate, and in turn, even for you. So they need someone that is quite practical and wise, and someone who can offer them good advice, basically, moving forward, especially when it comes to emotions, especially when it comes to following passions. Just someone who can, be that life force, and they will be the same for you as well. So with this 8 of Raphael, I do get the sense that they have walked away from something, which I said before. It could have been career, it could have been a person. Your soulmate is also becoming, I don't think they are especially spiritually awake, but I think they're on a spiritual quest. They are just starting to learn certain things. I wouldn't say that they call it spiritual, but there is a very creative side to your soulmate, which in turn to me is a very spiritual energy. It's very expansive, it's very creative. They're also extremely emotional. However, they might tend to hide this at first. They don't like to champion their emotional side. They might have a bit of a hard exterior, or someone that just doesn't pay attention to their emotions. However, they have this compassionate side to them, and this love card is clarifying that for me. This person has the ability to give a lot of love. They have a massive heart, and they're very devoted and committed and a loyal soulmate. Extremely devoted is what I'm hearing. And they're also going to help you. I feel like some of you, pile number 1, currently suffer with certain insecurities. And your soulmate is someone that's going to help you get over these particular insecurities with this be devoted and committed card. They're extremely patient as well. Some of you might consider your soulmate to be slow moving. However, they are very patient. Yeah. With all that glitters, like I said before, I do get the sense that your soulmate, what glitters to them in life is something completely different to what most people go after. It's not materialistic. Your soulmate is looking for a true soul connection with someone, someone that is able to build a life with what they have. I mean, I mentioned this before, and have that wholesome connection between two people, and not look for outside influences to provide that depth and security within a connection. So the security is first built between the two of you, and not, let's say, finances or wealth or whatever it is most people are after at a certain age. And that's fine. I'm not saying that your soulmate is not going to be successful or anything like that. It's just I'm saying that your soulmate's priorities have suddenly changed. This could be because in the past they were very too career focused, or they spent a lot of their energy on building that abundance for themselves, that they've kind of felt empty after that, because they are craving this true soul connection. And I feel like your soulmate is actually manifesting you into their life currently, because they're kind of working on themselves and pouring all that love and care to themselves, which in turn is going to attract their soulmate towards them. And I don't think it's that far away for you guys, with these conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse card being here. I do get the sense that you might come into contact, or you are currently in contact with your soulmate. And if you are currently in contact, there might be something that occurs that, you know, gets the wheel turning for this connection. For some of you, I genuinely feel like you have actually met your soulmate, and it's a case of who is going to make the first move. I see that you guys are both reluctant for your own different reasons. However, I feel like one of you is going to feel called to make that first move, and I'm also getting that it will be your soulmate, because most of these cards that I have pulled are for their current energy, and it is a matter of them becoming confident and, you know, making that first move towards you, and a soulful connection for them. So let's see what else we have. Oh, also with this direction guardian, choose your path, they kind of need someone who gives them direction in life as well, especially through communication. I feel like your soulmate is someone that will constantly need your support, and in the most, I'm trying to say that in the most positive way. And I feel like they will be there for you as well. They are extremely supportive. That's why they kind of crave that from their partner as well. Now I'm also picking up very sexual energy from your soulmate. So let's pick up more cards and see what we have. We have Delusion, 10 of Crystals, which is the 10 of Swords. The Magician, yeah, totally manifesting you into their life currently. 6 of Worlds, or the 6 of Pentacles, yep. And the Woman of Cups, Rejoicer, yeah, so which is the Queen of Cups. Alright, what I'm feeling here is that currently, like I said, with this 10 of Swords energy, they are kind of finishing up on a cycle in their life. A cycle that desperately needed to finish up for them, and it could have been even delayed for them because of certain events. I mean, even the pandemic kind of delayed certain cycles for certain people, and I think this could have been one of the reasons that they felt a little bit stuck at one point, and they could have even felt that they were being delusional about certain things in their life, especially if they wanted to go after their passions. They could have thought that, you know, what am I doing? Like I'm wasting time. I need to be focusing on what I currently have. But they finally found the courage to move on and make the decisions that they desperately had to do in order to make things right before they manifest you into their life. And I don't think your soulmate was doing that deliberately, like thinking, oh, I'm going to manifest the right person into my life. No, I think they were more in the energy of focusing on themselves and creating that abundance for themselves, that in turn attracts you into their sphere. And that is this Magician energy here. Yeah, it's a very potent energy, and I'm attracted to this cup here. So for many of you, you could have met your soulmate, and it was like an emotional spark with your soulmate. Lots of flowers here as well. You might start seeing tulips or a connection to tulips. When it comes to your soulmate, they might bring you tulips, or tulips are your favorite flower. We have the Six of Worlds here, so Six of Pentacles and balance is what they require in their life. For your connection to thrive, what you need is balance at all times. When it comes to communication, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to emotions, everything has to be in balance. And it is something that's difficult to uphold. However, I think that is the main lesson between the two of you as well, to balance each other's lives, to balance passion and responsibility. And you guys will be constantly in communication about that and how you're going to move forward. I do get the sense that for most of you, your soulmate is of a similar background, I want to say. Maybe even similar ethnicity. But your soulmate could have been someone that has traveled in the past. And with the Woman of Cups here, Rejoicer, your soulmate craves fun times. I think that is something that they kind of dream about. Maybe most of their relationships have been quite serious in the past, and they kind of crave fun times ahead. And for your sexual energy with your soulmate, we have Temperance, so again balance, and patience. You have Strength, and you have the Page of Wands. Very interesting. Very strong sexual connection between two of you with the Strength card here. Strength card could be even read as the card of lust, so a very lustful energy. And then you have Page of Wands, which is a person that is always willing to learn about creativity and passion. So they'll be very experimental with you when it comes to intimacy. They're going to be really, really attracted to your body, and you know, they just want to hold you close to them at all times. Extremely attracted to your body and your hair. Your hair is really standing out to them. They might even make a comment on your hair. So pile number 1, I'm just going to leave it there for you. I hope it resonated. Let me know if you want me to do more soulmate readings. I'm more than happy to dive into this energy. And yeah, let me know if you want me to do a more intimacy related video when it comes to your soulmate. And yeah, until I catch you in another reading, stay safe and bye. Hello pile number 2. This is for those of you that chose Prehnite as your pile. By the way, Prehnite is considered the stone of unconditional love, and it's also the crystal to heal the healer. Yeah, it teaches you to bring more harmony and maturity into your life. And it's like it's a calming crystal. So that might be the general energy of your soulmate. Definitely unconditional love. I get that very strongly, and some of you might have a very healing connection with your soulmate. For most of you, I must start by saying that I was heavily picking up that you could have already met your soulmate. This could have been in the past, quite some time ago for some of you, or it's 50-50. I feel that some of you have actually met them in your childhood, and the others of you closer, during adulthood. So let's begin with the cards that you have here currently. I have more tarot cards which I will lay as we go in the reading. You have Kutumi, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Sherlyn Master, be graceful in movement and action. Winter, take care of your needs. You have Six of Raphael, which is the Six of Cups. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. King of Michael, or the King of Swords, principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. Knight of Raphael, or Knight of Cups, romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. Committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. And then you have the Stag, pride and leadership, with flexible at the end. I want to start by saying that I am getting a very strong energy from your soulmate, someone who is very much like the Emperor energy for some reason. Emperor is a combination of wands and swords for the exterior, but a lot of cup energy on the inside is what I'm feeling here. So this person might come off as, even for some of you, quite cold when you first meet them. You might not even think that they're actually interested in you, or it's just that they seem to be focused on other things in their life, or they don't seem interested in you, like I said before. And you will feel a little bit like, what is happening here? Because I almost see like it's a moment of awakening with your soulmate. I do get the sense that you guys might see each other, and it's almost like a powerful change here. By the way, in this end, you're very close to achieving your goal and expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So I do get a sense that you'll see them, and you guys might have had, like with your soulmate, I feel this energy of you having lots of past lives with your soulmate, that when you first meet them, your soul will sort of latch on to theirs and ask for that attention from their soul. However, they might take time to awaken to the connection. So your soul might be a little bit hurt at first when you meet them, or you might feel like, what is happening with your energy? You'll feel a little like, I'm unsure about why I feel this way about this person, because I feel like I know them, but I can't quite put two and two together. Like I don't know what's happening. That's the energy that I'm picking up heavily in your pile. And that's because this person has a lot to do with limited time in their life. They might be actually very much into health and taking care of their body. They might be well into their career and also studying something on the side. Like they might be doing a PhD or something like that. Like this person has a lot on their plate. Or they might be trying to run a side business, or this person is multitasking and is very, very confident and extremely intelligent is what I'm picking up. But there's also something really graceful about them. They've got strong morals. However, they're not in your face about it. Like they believe in certain things. They could be quite reserved in a certain way as well. However, they can't be moved. Like they have certain morals that they're going to stick by, and they're not easily shaken, or their mind cannot be changed easily. I'm also sensing that your soulmate might come from a cold environment. They might live near a body of water, or in countries where there's a lot of cold environment. I'm even sensing like Scandinavia, even when it comes to like Ireland, and a lot of like gloomy cold weather is what I'm seeing. But extremely, like this person, I think their calling in life is to be a leader. I'm seeing the number 8. So your soulmate might have a life path number 8. I'm also getting heavy Leo energy as well. Leo and Gemini energy. But your soulmate is actually very, very romantic. Pile number 2. They are extremely romantic. They are the kind of soulmate to write poetry when they have some free time. Like they are about to spill their heart out to you, and they're going to sweep you off your feet, and it's going to feel like, at first I feel this really powerful energy between the two of you, where I think one person is giving more to the connection and potentially you, and then it's going to flip because you're going to withdraw that energy, and then they're going to give you all this energy, and then finally you're able to come into balance. And when that happens, it's like this 6 of Cups energy. It's this energy of always feeling like you knew each other. I very much get the energy that you guys might potentially have kids together in your life. Your journey is intertwined in many, many different ways, and there are certain things that you guys will have to achieve together. And for some reason I'm getting creative energy, and in this sense creation could be a child. It's a very, very strong energy, and as I was saying that before, I saw 111, so you might be seeing 111 or the master number 11 a lot, or one of you is born on the 11th, or 1111. You might be seeing certain things which is like that. This could be even, as they say, 1111 is like the twin flame number. So it might feel like a very high level of a soul connection. You might even meet under circumstances that are not ideal. For example, one person is in a connection currently, or both parties are in a connection currently, and or one person is still getting over someone in the past, and then you guys meet, which is why the person in a connection might withdraw their energy at first, because your soulmate is actually very loyal, and they don't want to put you, if they are in a connection, they wouldn't want to put you in a third party situation. They are very they want to take the right steps ahead. But however, I do get the sense that with this pile, it's meant to be more like you guys are meant to create something together, whatever that is for you. I'm getting the energy when this creative energy to me is like a child. Some of you could have met your soulmate in your childhood, and you might reconnect with them quite soon. I'm hearing, because you're very close to achieving your goal. So it's not too far away. If you haven't met them, that is. But for most of you, I'm actually hearing that you have actually met your soulmate. What else do I get? Your soulmate might be of a different ethnicity or different religion. You guys have similar values, however there's something different in the two of you. Either one is more religious, one is more spiritual. There's something different about you, and it's almost like that yin and yang energy. One can't do without the other. So in order to find the balance within this connection, you have to be extremely patient with each other, is what I'm hearing. And this Winter card is kind of telling me that your soulmate will be in your life how do I say this, like towards the winter of your life, even towards the end of your life, basically. Wow, that's a very strong energy. It's just like they're going to be around you for the longest time. Now, I don't know in what kind of potential that your soulmate will be in your life. Most probably as your life partner and as the mother or father of your child. But they're going to be there till the winter of your life, is what I'm getting here. With take care of your needs. They might even have a wolf or dog spirit, and you might start seeing images of wolves, or you might get a dog or something like that with your soulmate as you get closer to them. Your relationship and connection itself is going to be really flexible. A lot of compromise here, seeing eye to eye. I actually feel like you guys are not the type to get into heated arguments. You are the type to talk things through. Your soulmate could be quite calm in a way. They have all this love and unconditional love to give, and a challenge for them could be even to accept this love. As much as they want to give, there's something that they have to learn is to accept this love, and they're going to have to be really flexible in this connection with you as to how they're going to accept this love from you, in what way. You guys might even have very different love languages. One person likes to give gifts and, shower them with materialistic things to show their love, whereas the other person is more connected to doing the little things. And this is something that you guys are going to have to learn over time as to how to balance that language of love between the two of you and come into one that works for both of you. You have the Six of Cups again, and in this card it says sorrow. You have the Five of Worlds set back. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Man of Wands, which is the man of the King of Wands. So I'm sensing that, like I said before, the circumstances under which you guys meet might not be ideal. I'm heavily getting that one of you might be in a connection. So this will be an initial setback because you guys will actually connect very strongly. Even your soulmate, who might, like I said before, not be aware of the connection, they will feel a strong magnetic pull towards you, and they're not going to understand why, because in their head they may think that they've got their life set up like in a certain way, and they've sort of had a 5-year goal or plan and they're working towards it. When you enter their life and it's like nothing makes sense anymore, I have to change everything. So it's going to be a little bit difficult at first, I must say. I'm picking up that energy. For some of you, it could be, when I said third party, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be even like long distance that is going to keep you guys apart, and then you have to find a way to come into union. However, you have the Wheel of Fortune here, which means it is a fated connection. It was always meant to happen, and it is out of your control how it happens. So you might even come into each other's lives, go away, come back, and then have your time together. With the Man of Wands being here, I get the sense that your soulmate is actually very creative. Like I said before, your soulmate is confident. They work on their body, and health is something that's really important to them. They might gym a lot. They might, work out. They've also got creative energy. Your soulmate is interested in the arts, I feel. They're also very interested in different cultures. Chinese culture and Asian cultures in particular. They like to learn the history of different cultures. Yeah, they might be a bit of a history buff. Yeah. They might like to watch documentaries on certain things. Like, this person is always after knowledge. Knowledge is something that's really important, and they might even feel really attracted to you because you might be really knowledgeable on certain things that, like you read about certain things, or you're just curious. Even when it comes to like conspiracy theories or whatever, like you guys are, whatever they find interesting, you have that. You have knowledge on that. And then for your sexual energy, you have Justice, you have Six of Swords, and Two of Swords. So a lot of, so all air cards, so a lot of thoughts. So your primary sexual energy is in your mind, so it is a very intellectual energy that you have. So when you guys are trying to be intimate with each other, it's more of trying to turn on each other with your communication and yeah, with your thoughts. So you it's a very also very communicative sexual energy. So you guys will actually turn each other on by saying certain things to them. You guys might spend time rolling around each other, rolling about, and y'all might go on lots of dates here. It might be something that y'all do as a thing weekly, where y'all have this time for yourselves and you go on a date, so that you guys can have that down time just for the two of you. This could be further along in your connection, as when you're parents or whatever. You kind of make this time for yourselves, and they might bring flowers, and they're actually very, very romantic. They're very romantic, and they can only show this side obviously to their partner, which might be which is potentially you, and they enjoy doing the finer things in life as well. They like I said, your soulmate might be the person who likes to offer certain things for you, so like jewelry, buy you really nice clothes or whatever. Like, this is the way that they think that they can show you their love. And you might be the kind of person who tells them, no, you just, you know, make me a cup of coffee in the morning. And it's like that kind of energy between the two of you, and it's very strong. I mean, you have the Justice card here. It's a very strong sexual energy. It's always meeting in the middle, and again with the Justice card, it kind of tells me of a higher level of commitment between the two of you. So pile number 3, sorry, did I say 3? Wow, it is pile number 2. I apologize. Pile number 2, please let me know if this resonated, and let me know if you would like me to do more readings regarding your soulmate. I was talking to pile number 1 about potentially an intimacy related reading for your soulmate. If that is something you're interested in, let me know. Stay safe and bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is for those of you that chose Aventurine as your pile. Aventurine is known as the stone of opportunity, and it helps to manifest money, prosperity, and also heals emotional wounds, and also obviously attracts love into your life and good luck. So it's a very powerful crystal actually. So this kind of speaks to me of your soulmate as someone who might be actually healing through a certain situation currently, especially could be a previous relationship, could be a family situation. Either way, it is a form of emotional healing, and you are going to be their form of luck and abundance, and their stone of opportunity is actually you. So this I'm getting very strongly that they're moving on from a certain situation. But before we dive into the energies of the card, let me say what we have here. And I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. The Shekinah or Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance the sacred rhythm of life. Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace, share your gifts with grace, waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. You have Solutions, which is the Temperance card. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Three of Ariel, or the Three of Pentacles, do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Eight of Michael, or the Eight of Swords, you can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. You have the card Trust, regeneration, the energy is gaining momentum, and a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Believe it or not, you are the first pile to get a Moonology card with a zodiac sign attached to it. Both piles previously had moon phases instead of the zodiac signs. So your person could be an Aries or Sagittarius, I am picking up. So fire energy, I feel strongly, but also earth. So what are the earth signs? Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And I know we don't have any water here, but for some reason I am feeling water energy as well. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We do have more tarot cards I will get into later on. Let's start with these oracle cards. So I'm getting the sense that your soulmate is actually someone that's going to bring a lot of healing to you as well. I do get the part that your soulmate and you were supposed to put each other in a more spiritual path in life, especially for you. I think your spiritual awakening might come with this particular soulmate, and you might actually realize that you have certain gifts, psychic gifts or intuitive, and the gift of intuition very strongly as you meet your soulmate. There is something very graceful and reserved about your, and even I want to say elegant about your soulmate. So he or she has this air of respect around them, like they're very respectable. And whatever they touch or whatever they do in life, they do with such dignity and honor, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. They have certain gifts. They're so gifted. They're actually very, very talented. They might be quite musical, and they find inspiration in everything. They might read a lot. They might, like I say, be into music. They find so many things to learn, and it's just, they might be one of those people who have their toes dipped in lots of ponds, or whatever the saying is. I don't know the saying, but it's just like this feeling of wanting to know little bits of everything. Maybe not anything deeply, but they are very curious and inquisitive, and however very graceful about certain things as well. They also might be religious, I'm hearing. And extremely healing. This is the kind of person that you talk to for hours and hours, and they're there to listen to you, basically. If you need to vent about something, this is your person. Like, they are there, you've got their full attention, and they're going to give you the most good advice in every situation. They're not biased. They're also going to be really honest with you and tell you if they feel that you're not correct in a certain situation, but in the most diplomatic way as well. With this medicine guardian here, I do get the sense that they might be in a career of healing. So it might be like a doctor, a nurse, chiropractor, whatever in the medical field. They could be into spiritual healing as well. Some of them are counselors. Like I said, they're good at listening. Some of them are into psychiatry. Some of them could be even in sales, because when it comes to sales as well, you have to be able to listen, and communication has to be really strong. So they're very something about them is very, very extremely graceful. I keep getting the color white, so I don't know if they like to wear a lot of white, but something really pure. Their energy is very, very pure. But I do have this energy of a dark side, if you if you may call it. They have this, maybe they've been through some really dark experiences in their life. However, there's something really pure about them as well. They crave balance in every situation in their life, especially when it comes to relationships, and they crave people who are going to put work into a relationship. They know, they are currently very much aware, I think they've been in relationships enough to understand that there has to be work from both sides. And that love is not something that just happens, and it's not just, well, it is something that just happens, but it's like you have to work on it every day. A relationship is something that you have to work on. There are certain compromises, and they know all of this already, and they are looking for someone who understands this as well. Both of you might be finishing up certain cycles as you guys meet. For one of you might be in a connection when you first meet, or just in general, a cycle could be that for them, they weren't looking for emotional connections in the past. They were into more, hit it and quit it, intimate relationships, predominantly in the past. And they're finishing up that cycle and looking for something more substantial, emotional-wise. This connection is going to test your patience and your trust, your level of trust, your level of surrendering control, trusting the universe for things to happen in divine order and divine timing. There's a lot of regeneration within the connection as well. If you or your soulmate feels a little soulless about certain situations in their past, maybe when it comes to their connection with their father or a mother, you guys are there to revitalize that connection for each other. I feel a very strong energy of you helping your soulmate connect with their family, because family is something that is really important to you, and you want to be able to offer that to your soulmate. You guys are constantly going to be working on something in this connection. You guys are brought together to work on something. This 3 of Ariel makes me feel that maybe you guys will become business partners as well as partners in life. There might be something artistic that both of you have in common that you will work on. You might even open up a pottery center, a pottery class together or something like that. There's this small thing that you guys are going to build upon. And you have energy is gaining momentum. So if you're not in contact with your soulmate, or you haven't met them before, the energy is gaining for this connection. Things are starting to turn for you guys. If you feel like you have, with the description I gave you, if you feel like you have met your soulmate, it could be that you are closer to coming into union. Also, pile number 3, if you are new watching this video, I would recommend you to go and watch the previous one, which was when and how will you meet your soulmate. It might give you some information, more information as to how you might meet your person, and just a better feel for your person. Your soulmate is someone that is very loyal. With this Spirit Fox card here, foxes mate for life, and they are able to adapt to any changing or challenging circumstances in their life. So your soulmate has talents that need to be unlocked in them. That's actually going to help them along their journey, especially when things get challenging for them. I feel like they have this the potential to have a side business or something like that they can focus their energy on, and maybe this is going to be awakened by you. Let's see what cards you have here. You have the 10 of Wands, growth, so more fire energy. The Sun, Leo energy, very expansive. So definitely good times ahead for this connection. Nine of Cups, fulfillment. And Three of Wands, compassion. Wow. Okay, this is a very nice spread. With the Ten of Wands here, like I said, they are sort of finishing up a cycle. I think you are as well. There's a lot of growth to be had within this connection, and even individually before you all come into union, and you will have to do some work. You will have to put in some work for yourself before you meet this soulmate, or you have currently, like, you've already done that and you met them, and then that's going to bring in this new expansive Sun energy into your life, I feel. Like I said, with this card here, you guys might spend a lot of time near bodies of water, at the beach, lake, I don't know, pond, whatever. You guys might spend a lot of time in water. Yeah, it's a very calming energy as well. With this Sun card in particular, it's a real activation of the sacral and root chakra for you. So you will feel an immense amount of sexual energy towards this person, and they will too. And then you have the fulfillment and compassion card. Your fulfillment is found through compassion for each other. Your soulmate is very understanding and also very patient. I'm hearing something about spring, so maybe you meet them during the springtime, or your connection is in the spring. It's the spring phase of your connection currently. Yeah. Something spiritual about your soulmate too. Very spiritual. They might not even recognize it as spirituality, but the way they talk, the way they behave, there's something very spiritual about them. And finally, for your sexual energy, you have the Sun again. Wow. I'm just going to leave that on top of the Sun. Three of Swords. Okay. And the Four of Swords. All right. Okay, I'm getting a lot of kinky energy from your soulmate. They might have a very creative and colorful mind when it comes to sex. They have so much that they want to try. They might, they have this thing about watching. They might also be into a lot of, like pinching you. That's the sort of energy that I get from your soulmate. So a very kinky side to them as well as with their loving and compassionate side. So it's quite balanced in that way. And I think before y'all come into connection, they spend a lot of time imagining intimacy with you and pleasuring themselves to it. But I mean, you have the Sun card. It is the fusion of two bodies, fusion of love, fusion of sexual energy. Guys are always going to be wrapped up in each other's body, craving more of each other, can't get enough of each other. It's going to be a very intense sexual connection for the two of you. Okay. Yeah. And something very rejuvenating about the sexual energy as well. Every time you guys do it, like it's something is new about it. It doesn't feel old. It never gets old. They might like to travel and be able to experience sex in different locations. This is something that really turns them on. And when it comes to you, they like to see your body for what it is. Like they don't like to cover you up in any sense. It's going to feel really liberating with your soulmate. Yeah. Very, very fiery energy. I mean, you have a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. So this person could potentially be a fire sign with a little bit of water. I mean, it could be anything. We had earth and sword energy here as well. So it could be anything. But pile number 3, I'm going to leave it there for you. That was a very straightforward energy. Your soulmate sounds lovely and has a beautiful energy, and I really hope you manifest this into your life. If it did resonate, please let me know. You guys know that I love hearing from y'all, and the clarification always encourages me. And also, if you are interested in more soulmate readings, please let me know. I'll be happy to do that. If you are interested in an intimacy reading with your soulmate, again, I'm happy to do whatever you guys are wanting to hear. And yeah, until I catch you in another reading, stay safe and bye.